Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's all fantastic. Everything here is pretty okay. I had I had a procedure yesterday, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've had stitches in 43 years. Um, Technically, not a lie. I did have uh, infant hernia when I was an infant, so I have a scar from that. Uh, but that was over 43 years ago. So um, anyway, I forget what the doctor called it. There was a name for whatever this little growth was. It wasn't a cyst. It was a tumor of sorts, but they just kind of happen. Usually on the legs, apparently. I have one on my leg. This one just kind of showed up in February. I woke up one day and I had a little growth there, like overnight. And M was really concerned about it because it changed colors a few times. It got dark purple and stuff. And he said, not a big deal. It's a thing that happens, but it's sensitive because it has nerves in it. So if I bumped it, it hurt really bad. He said, we'll cut it off. No big deal. So we scheduled that a little while ago, and I went in and he cut it off yesterday. And it was sitting right on top of one of the veins in my hand. So, they put the lidocaine in, it swelled up and all that stuff, and he cut the section out. And I got a couple of internal stitches and like 4 or 5 external stitches. So it's a decent little cut. But it was like, I really sitting there thinking about it. I'm watching them, they just sawing on my hand with a knife and some scissors and, taking a chunk of flesh out and sewing it back together. And it's really weird to, having done leather work, I've done quite a bit of it. Like, I know what it's like to pull cord through skin. You know what I mean? Like, and I could feel, as he was pulling, I could feel I could feel the tension from the skin being pulled, like, in my palm, but I couldn't feel anything, like, painful or whatever. And it was just such a bizarre feeling. Such a very, very bizarre feeling. So I did not get to do anything down here last night. I promised I would not use power tools while my hand was numb. Probably a good idea. I didn't get to work on this at all, and I can't take this off for another, like, 8 hours, so I can't really wash it or anything. So I'm just not going to work down here for a while. I do want to get this thing assembled. Like, as soon as I put these handles on and wax this stuff, it's done, and then I can start using it. Well, I still have to mount the router and the power and all that stuff. Whatever. It's close to done. It's usable, not done. So I want to get that done. But I've been, I've told you that recently things have been a little catastrophic in my head. Not catastrophic. That's not the word I'm looking for. Things have been out of sorts in my head for a few weeks maybe. But this weekend working down here really helped me figure that out and push through all of that. And then having the kids this week, both of them are here again for the first time since the surgery. My oldest had her surgery, so we've had some good times bonding. Last night we went out to eat because I couldn't cook. And they want to do stuff like go to the mall, do teen stuff. So I got lots to do, which means that this project can kind of sit for a little bit, and I can work on it this weekend or whatever, and it's not in anybody's way. But the thing about this is, I know I don't remember what I built. I built something recently and talked about how it was really nice to just build something without worrying about camera and audio and all that sort of stuff. I just came down here and built. This project has been the same way. I don't know that I ever really want to go back to trying to make project videos. I think I want to make videos. I'm getting really close to figuring that out. I just picked up a camera bag so I could start taking my camera with me places. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. I mean, all the way through my mid-20s, I carried a camera with me everywhere I go. And I guess technically I still do. It's just a pocket a phone. But the lens on my phone, it doesn't take great. I mean, it takes pictures, and they're, whatever. But it much less control. I miss having an actual camera. And so since I have two of these cameras now, I have the M50. This is still my EOS M3. I'll use this until this camera dies, which I've been using for 6 years now. I have the M50 Mark II, which I'm going to start traveling with, or it's going to start traveling with me as a photography camera, as well as doing, you know, on-the-fly video type stuff where I can, the thought process would be to piece together imagery while I talk. Similar to, if you were here long ago, I did a video of me fixing my grandfather's watch and talked about depression. I want to do stuff like that, but more like here I am making something, but the video isn't really about what I'm making. It's about what I'm talking about. And maybe that thing that I'm making is inspiring what I'm talking about. And I'm going to try to write a script for those types of videos, because I think that I can be much more, not necessarily professional, but much more concise, and I can actually get the point across. Whereas a lot of times when I'm just doing these talky things, I don't get the point across that I was attempting to get across. So, you know, as always, I have lots of ideas for things I could be doing, and I just have to find the determination to do it. And going through we kind of cleaned out a little bit of the basement this week, and going through stacks and stacks of old photos that I took and thinking about how much I enjoyed that. I don't know why I stopped. I guess I was just too poor is the real reason, which is true. Like I couldn't afford photography equipment. I couldn't afford film, whatever. Anyway, hi. My hand hurts. I'm going to go finish work and get my kids after school. So thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is maudlin. It is an adjective meaning foolishly and mawkishly sentimental or emotional. It is a maudlin and indecent verity that comes through the strength of wine. Joseph Conrad, Polish-born English novelist. Maudlin, M-A-U-D-L-I-N. I like maudlin. I like the word. I've never quite found a reason to use it though.